Hey, I'm Alan. I'm a counsellor based here in Cairns, and I work with people who are adjusting to injury, disability, and major life changes. I also live with a disability myself, so this isn't just something I understand professionally, it is something that I understand personally as well. And a lot of people that I work with tell me the exact same thing. No one really has prepared them for what happens after hospital, not just physically, but mentally. So if you're watching this and you're going through something similar, you're in the right place. And if at any point that you feel like you need support with this, I do offer counselling around injury and adjustment. So you're always welcome to reach out. Now let's talk about what this actually feels like. So when you're in hospital, there's always something happening. Nurses checking in, doctors doing rounds, and people around you constantly. Even, I can understand, it is stressful, but you're not alone. Then suddenly you're discharged. You walk through your front door and it's just quiet. No one checking in, no routine, no structure. Just you, and, well, everything has changed. And this is the part that really catches people off guard. One of the first things that people notice is a drop. Not always straight away, but sometimes it does creep in over days or weeks. But it's that feeling something's not right. You might feel flat, unmotivated, disconnected. And a big reason for that is your environment has completely changed. In hospital, there's structure, there's clear focus. At home, well, that disappears overnight. If you felt that drop after coming home, just drop a comment below. Even if it's just a yeah, you're definitely not the only one. One of the biggest impacts of an injury is how it changes your role in your own life. If you've gone from working to not working, that's just not a routine change. It's an identity shift. You're no longer doing what you used to do. You're no longer around the same people, and you're no longer functioning in the same way. And that can bring up thoughts like, what do I do now? Or who I am without this. Routine gives us structure, and structure gives us a sense of control. And when that disappears, things can start feeling very unstable. Well, and then there's the social side as well. When movement is harder, you're dealing with pain, you naturally start pulling back. You cancel plans, you stop reaching out, and you don't want to keep explaining things over and over again. And, well, your world gets smaller. And when your world gets smaller, your thoughts get louder. They really do. And if you have noticed yourself pulling away from people, just take a second to notice that. Not judgment, just become aware of that. Pain isn't just physical. It affects your mood, your patience, your energy. You might feel more irritable, more drained, and less like yourself. And over time, that can lead to anxiety or even depression. Not because you're not coping, it's because your system is under constant pressure. And for some people, the injury itself was traumatic. A car accident, a fall, something sudden. And when your body starts healing, your mind might be still stuck there, replaying what happened over and over. Nightmares, feeling on edge as well. That's where the anxiety and PTSD can show up. And it can feel confusing because you think you should be past it. You know, people talk about, you should be over it by now. And of course, not knowing what comes next is one of the hardest parts. Will I ever fully recover? When can I work again? And what does it actually look like now? That uncertainty does create a lot of strain on your mental health. And when you find yourself overthinking or feeling stuck, it does keep replaying in your head. And, well, there's the practical side as well. Money, work, responsibilities, identity. I work with a lot of young fathers who have had injuries, and suddenly, how are they going to be a father? How are they going to provide for their family? If your ability to earn has changed, that stress builds quickly. It shows up in your thoughts, your sleep, and your mood. And a lot of people carry that silently. They really do. And if you're feeling that pressure right now, you're not behind. You're dealing with a lot at once. You really are. Everything we've talked about is actually very common after injury. Depression, anxiety, feeling lost. This isn't a personal failure at all. It is a response to major life change. And this part really does matter, because while this is common, it doesn't mean that you're stuck here. Sometimes it starts very small, but getting a little bit of structure back into every single day, reaching out to one person or talking about what's actually going on. And for a lot of people, having somebody to talk to makes a massive difference. It really does. And if you're sitting there thinking, this is exactly how I've been feeling, and this is the kind of work that I do to support people. Helping people make sense of what is actually going on to help you to move forward from here. So if you need support, you're welcome to reach out. Your life might look completely different after an injury, but different doesn't mean over. It means adjusting, rebuilding, and finding a new way forward. And, well, this isn't about pretending everything's fine, not at all. It's about being honest about where you're at right now and still taking those small steps forwards. Even on the hard days will be there, but taking small step forwards is most important. Now, if this video has helped you, give it a like and so more people can find it. And of course, subscribe if you want more content like this. If you're looking for support around injury or adjustment or mental health, you can reach out to me directly at any time. My contact details are down in the description. Because of that quiet feeling after hospital, it is not the end. It is the start of figuring out what comes next.